Another day, another grind. I'm sending this replay from the last SFT on this weekend. I was taking part here, and it is a mirror match, Wood Elves against Wood Elves, and let's get into it. So I took an approach here with Wild Riders, couple of Eternal Guards, of course, Glade Guards with Hagbane tips. I was trying to get a little bit different than usual. Glade Lord on the Griffin here, then one of those Zolds because they got a little bit a cost reduction recently, Dryads, and yeah, that's basically it. For my opponent, he had Glade Riders here with Hagbane tips, and then Dryads, Eternal Guard everywhere, couple of more Dryads here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 8, 9 archers plus Dryka. So let's get into it. I can tell you already, guys, that a little skirmish will occur here soon, but this dude here won the tournament, right? So you can assess my my approach here as a very, very good testing how I did. I have won the RRR version of the Eternal Guard, the Winterheart Guard, and here immediately shooting a little bit into the Hagbane tips, but they're shooting back and I need to for sure move away. But now, yeah, Wild Riders storming in. He lets them kind of here standing around, and they get a good charge in. Right, now running off, and on the other flanks we have still our Wild Riders here, which got a little bit, I don't know, I think mystifying miasma here by the good old Dryka. Alright, and now we're standing off. No one wants to move in. We have the Dryads here in the woods. Now another Melkos used here on the Wild Riders, which are now poked down by those Glade Riders, plus a couple of those Glade Guards here with Starfire Shaft. So he has each and every version of those shooters, right? Alright, so now soonish we approach here, and my opponent moves in. So he has Dryka Fanatical Resolve. Very interesting thing. Should have probably maybe paid more attention to it. Yeah, he moves up with his Glade Guard, Eternal Guard, sorry, and soaks up the damage immediately. And afterwards, I decide to move up as well. As we can see here, first shots immediately into the woods, but they miss a lot, so that was pretty good here. And now the same goes for me. Yeah, those shots are not amazing against those shielded warriors, and yeah, same goes for him. He shoots into my shielded warriors. So now the only problem is I don't have that many archers like he has, and I'm a little bit slow to move up with my other units to get into a scuffle here, right? Wild Riders here still chilling. The other Wild Riders unit got rid of the Glade Riders pretty nicely, and we have a Dryad soft noodle fight here, which will be pretty, yeah, boring, right? And yep, Glade Lord here getting crunched down a little bit by the shooting. So now we're moving up with one unit. Glade Guards here are kind of support with the... Do they shoot? No, they don't. I don't know if they're obstructed or not. But yeah, we're kind of trying our best. Unfortunately, yeah, I have to move a little bit more with the Glade Lord here. Plus, the Zoids are here to protect and also to heal up. Finally, Winterheart Guard is here, but getting immediately a little bit attacked by the Dryads plus the Eternal Guard, right? And yep, his archers, he has plenty of them. So he is now getting really focused on my riders, which are having a hard time. And his Glade Riders are coming back as well. So basically, on each and every flank, I'm kind of losing out, right? not really coming through. My Winter Hard Guard here is still trying to force something down. Well, this blob fight is pretty good. But on the other side, we still have even Blade Guards here shooting in. Now the Spellsinger moving in, also with Malkos, but I didn't have really any good, targets for the Malkos, right? He could attack my Wild Riders with it. I couldn't do it really, and he turns around. Should have probably went in with the Glade Lord into this mob, because now, yeah, kind of the focus is all over the place. Plus, this one unit is trying to, yeah, stay idle, as you can see. But when you look around, the engage from the backline wasn't that bad when you consider that he had way more archers. So yeah, Malkos activated here doesn't give you a lot of good attachments and yeah. So basically my army is really getting lower and lower. His is still intact, and now the heals from the Zolds went down here on the side, but the Zolds are really getting crunched down here. They should have gone for all the shooters here, but he has just way too many. I should have gone maybe with more riders. That's afterwards, right? When you look at the composition, more riders or more shooting. I guess when you go with more riders, he can't protect them, but then I don't have a front line, right? So basically, he extremely well played from his side, right? All his archers, but I mean, when you look at that, I could somehow do damage to his backline, right? So it wasn't that bad, but when you look at all his units, they could really perform way better than mine, right? Here, Spellsinger trying to get rid of the Dryads. They are a little bit, yeah, slowed down. Now I'm trying to get more to the front line. Blade Lord trying to move away from the shooters here, getting also attacked by the spears, which is pretty bad, and now shattered and running off. Yep, army is basically gone. I don't want to spoiler too much. Game is done. Let's fast forward here, because the only thing that is standing here is just the Eternal Guard. And that's all. First game, unfortunately a loss, as I said, against someone who won the tournament in the end. And you should watch the end game because it was pretty good. Yeah, value-wise, it's all in the archers, right? He had way more of those, and each of those, almost each of those, had a very good value here. For me, value-wise, I'm not sure. You could maybe say nothing. No value whatsoever. So yeah, let's get into the second match that I had. So the second match was already an awful one for me, because I'm playing against dwarves, and we know what dwarves are bringing. Artillery, and in this case, way more stuff that I don't like, right? We have Quarrelers here, we have Iron Drakes, and I'm sometimes surprised how much they can bring, like, instead of me. Slayers to protect, and then just Dwarf Warriors here. One Runesmith, Thunderers as well. They're not standing so well here, but yeah. I have a very big clumped up Rider Corps here. Two Deepwood Scouts in the back, and then just another cavalry unit on the other side, and my Wildwood Rangers here trying to kind of get the point as quickly as possible, so they have to move up. Eternal Guard here as well. Basically, could have gone with way more. I'm trying to hide with the Spellsinger here behind this pillar. Didn't really manage to do that in the beginning. So yeah, maybe now there is more protection, which I think is not. Right, let's look into... So immediately, my opponent is... positioning his Giant Slayers on this one side. then those riders here plus the Glade Lord are trying to get also in the back line, and now he has to, yeah, decide where to go. Shots are going in, Quarrelers trying to shoot. I'm trying to get my best angle that I can. Those Slayers will really wreck me apart. A spell is going down, I guess, like something like a runic. Is it? Yeah, runes of slowness on my units, and immediately those riders are history. But on the other side, we could punch through, and I'm even trying, I guess, to get out of here. One nice arrow of Kurnus here, trying to shoot down the grudge throwers, and now the Deepwood scouts are moving in. Frontline also kind of forgotten about, unfortunately, to be honest. Should have moved up as well with those, but yeah, Wildwood Rangers here moving in. He tried to move his cannons away. That is basically, maybe that was sacrificial pawn, right? Until they come here and rip everything apart. But yeah, you can see all those riders here trying to do their best, but they're ripped apart by the shooting, and it was a very bold approach, right? Probably I didn't really take it too serious here in this matchup because I was so maybe dismotivated about playing against dwarves with their shooting. I'm still trying to do the best right now. The Wildwood Rangers moving up, they still have a chance. I mean, they can rip through those dwarf warriors, but they have to get all those shooting offline for now. And Deepwood Scouts shooting in once again, getting good shots in and good damage. I mean, this fight they should win for sure. Giant Slayers here standing just around, I don't know. Maybe shooting cavalry, so bow cavalry would have been a good decision as well. I'm not sure, but yeah. When we look at the whole fighting here, the Spellsinger moves up, has healing with it, but I don't know if the healing is good enough. I'm trying to get to those Thunderers here, but getting immediately destroyed. I didn't pay attention here once again. This is just the tax or troll toll you just pay when you're a beginner. But still, there's still a couple of those units left. They can't fight. I know that my Eternal God won't survive against Giant Slayers and Dwarf Warriors, but I'm trying to get to those shooting, right? As long as those units here are maybe still online, they can provide shooting. Wild Riders here with shields, once again trying to storm in soon. But the Runesmith is supporting very well. The Grudge Throwers still here. And yeah, basically, even the Glade Lord, now affected by Runes of Slowness, Banner of the Eternal Queen, is still activated, so giving damage reduction pretty nicely. And yeah, one shot into the Iron Drakes, which are pretty nasty guys, I have to say. So, but it doesn't look good. Yeah, Slayers ripping me apart, Iron Drakes getting shot into the back, so that's not so bad. But yeah, also those dwarves here trying to shield, but that's the wrong direction, right? Couple of riders jumping in, but immediately broken and running off. So yeah, when we look at the whole battlefield, there is way more red than green. Unfortunately, he still has his Lord here, which probably survives everything. And yeah, even the cannons, I think, are still online, as you can see. So I didn't made a good approach even there. So yeah, that was my second loss. And yeah, frustration kicked in, I can tell you guys. But still, I enjoyed those fights anyways, and it always gives me like this feeling between, it's like a wave, like an ocean. On the one side, I'm really enjoying it, right? But on the other side, it's so frustrating. So Slayers did their job. Other than that, yeah, great weapon. He knew exactly what he is going into, so wasn't pretty hard to. Now maybe there is a chance when I just go with Wildwood Rangers, I can rip everything apart and go with a little bit sneakiness here. But when you look at everything that I tried to come with, didn't really work. Glade Lord not even efficient, and Spellsinger as well. Yep, that's the first two games, and I send you the others as well. There were 5 as a number, so for now I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.